Welcome back to another chapter review. Today we're covering Dragon Ball Super Chapter 79, Gas vs. Granola. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to say real quick thank you to all you guys supporting me. I know I made a post about it, but in case you didn't see the post and you're watching this video, really thank you. I just got monetized on my channel. I didn't think this day would ever come, or people wanting to listen to myself talk about these things that I like and enjoy. Now we just keep increasing what our goals are, so I'm happy that you guys are with me for this journey. And without further ado, let's get into the chapter. We begin the chapter with Elec, the leader of the Heaters, and he's talking about what he just did with Gas just now, but he's not quite done. There's still one more urgent task that he needs to handle. Okay, I don't know what this task is, and I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner, but it does look like Elec has more motives. He doesn't look like the type of guy that's going to let someone else in his group push him around because he's the strongest in the universe. So I'm going to make assumptions now and assume that Elec made something more to the wish than just being strongest in the universe. Remember, Granola, he made the same wish, strongest in the universe, and he had to sacrifice a lot of his life. He didn't have very long to live afterwards, so who knows what the other deal or what the other part of the wish was. Now it's Granola's time to try to get his revenge. Granola feels good as new. He's amazed by the powers of the Sensu Bean. He feels 100% healthy, and he's ready to fight. In a badass fashion, he teleports right in front of one of the Heaters before that Heater lays his hands on Monaito, the Namekian that he cares about. He shoves them aside like the trash that they are, and Gas notices this while he has Goku by a new weapon this time. It just looks like a spear, and he's holding Goku up by the shirt, and he's ready to square up against Granola. Before the battle commences, Granola receives his lovely companion, Oatmeal. Oatmeal is the right eye patch that he wears with the assistance for his eyes, and the one that can talk to him. His lovely companion. He tossed him aside in his battle against Goku and Vegeta, but now he's going to reunite with them and they are ready to fight. Now let's get this battle started. Granola powers up without fail and gets Gas's attention. Gas is ready with a smirk on his face and tosses Goku aside. Man, Gas, how you going to toss Goku aside like that, man? It just hurts to see this. Gas whips out two shields this time and they both charge at each other. Gas attempts to strike Granola with one of his shields on the right arm. Granola manages to take cover beneath him and takes his hand out and he's ready to fire. He fires a blast right on the shield. A ton of other blast emerges, but it's not enough. Gas charges towards Granola, hits the floor, and equips a spear now from thin air. So while this fight continues, Granola ends up doing pretty good against Gas. It looks like he's actually having the advantage against Gas, as Gas is using all these new weapons to come out. He throws a bunch of kunais Granola's way. Granola just swats them out the way. He throws a freaking wrecking ball from above, and Granola manages to hold on to it. He even manages to land a strike on the new strongest in the universe. And everyone becomes concerned of what's going on in this battle. Naturally, Goku and Vegeta think that, similar to before with their battle against Granola, Granola was the strongest in the universe, but he wasn't entirely aware of his power. He needed to fight a little bit and awaken something in him, so it makes him unable to take full use of his power. But that's where they're wrong. So Gas and Granola continue to fight. Gas makes a sword next. He tries to slash him, but Granola's not having it. Kicks him right in the fucking air. And you can just see in the look on Gas's face. He's annoyed as shit right now. That's when it really starts clicking to Goku, though. Gas is just sticking to one move. He's not doing anything fancy. He's not using any kind of fancy beams. It's just him using his weapons, his ordinary weapons that he makes out of thin air. And according to Monaito, that's not even a new ability that he's obtained from becoming the strongest. He's always had use of those weapons. He's always been able to create something out of nothing. The next attack I really enjoy from Gas. I really think it could be effective if used right in battle. He takes these big shurikens on his hands and he just spins them in a fast direction and flies towards Granola, attempting to cut him. But Granola takes hold of that shit and kicks him back again. And that's when it clicks for everybody. You can debate that Gas isn't entirely used to his power as well. But the main thing is Gas wants to use his own arsenal to take out Granola and anyone who stands in his way. He has his own sense of pride. He wants to be able to take people out with his own power and not just rely on the wish from the Dragon Balls. If you guys recall earlier, he was against this whole thing when Elec was putting the idea in his head and saying that he's going to make him the strongest. He's always been confident in his own power, always confident in his own strength up until this very moment. Officially grown tired of this shit, Gas takes his hand, sticks it out in front of Granola's face, and makes a big-ass blast. He's been holding back this entire time, and he's actually quite annoyed that he had to resort to using this new power. Now everything has changed. The battle has turned entirely. Gas is on a whole nother level. He teleports right in front of Granola, avoiding all the little energy blasts that Granola's thrown his way, punches him right in the guts, and explodes a blast. Granola, you better not let down Vegeta in that sensu bean he gave you. I swear. I fucking swear, Granola. But no, he's not finished yet. Granola appears again and says himself that he never thought taking down Gas would be easy anyway. While they go back and forth at it some more, Goku is actually kind of heartbroken. He says they're both using instant teleportation like it's nothing. And meanwhile, with Goku, it was struggling to learn that move. It took him a good while. Vegeta points out to Goku saying, take a closer look. They're not at all familiar with that move, and the move is being used very sloppily. We see it in these panels here. Gas is using instant teleportation over and over again, but he still manages to get hit by Granola in the middle of all this. Luckily for Granola, he already had his fight before all this, and he's able to wield instant teleportation more accurately, says Vegeta. And that ends the chapter with a stare down between Gas and Granola. Hopefully in the next chapter we see what Alec is entirely up to, or maybe we'll start seeing some side effects from Gas because of the wish. Maybe he'll start slowing down. I don't know. I am curious about one thing though. There's no doubt in my mind Goku and Vegeta, or at least one of them, is going to be involved in this battle against Gas, even if it's for like a couple seconds. I just want to know when that's going to happen, and hopefully this battle doesn't last any longer. This whole Heaters battle needs to be over with, alright? I don't like this whole idea with wishing to become the strongest in the universe. It's just cheap and it's not good at all. Only reason I'm letting Granola slide is because I know it's not going to take Goku and Vegeta long to pass him, and hopefully Granola becomes a good character, a good supporting character, that is. But when we talk about strongest in the universe, I need to see the actual strongest in the universe. A strongest motherfucker who's worked his power, who's trained for a good while. But with that, we'll end the chapter right here. Like and sub, and I will see you guys on the next chapter review.